Hello guys, welcome to Kofi Stories. Today we will be telling a story, so get a mat and sit on it. The title of today's story is The Two Seeds. So before we start, I want you to like this video if this interests you and hit the subscribe button below and go to the comment and write you learned from this story. This will encourage me to write my interesting African stories. So let's get started. In a quiet village nestled along the edge of a vast savanna, there lived an old man named Kofi. He was a wise elder, respected by all for his knowledge and experience. Kofi had lived many seasons, watched the rains come and go, and seen countless harvests. Yet, despite the years, he never seemed to grow tired or weary. He carried within him a calmness, an inner peace, that made him a source of strength for the village. One day, a young man named Cypress approached Kofi with a heavy heart. Cypress had been struggling, feeling lost in the complexities of life. No matter how hard he worked, he seemed to fall short. His crops didn't grow well, his relationships felt strained, and his dreams seemed far away. "Elder Kofi," Cypress began, "I have worked so hard, but it feels like everything I do fails. I don't understand. Why is it that some people succeed while others, like me, struggle endlessly?" Kofi looked at the young man, studying his face, and then reached into a small pouch he always carried with him. From it, he took out two small seeds, one bright and smooth, the other dark and rough. "These two seeds," Kofi said, holding them out to Cypress, "represent two paths. Take them, and plant them side by side. Care for them with equal attention, but remember this, you must never dig them up or check them before their time." Cypress, though confused, agreed. He planted the seeds in his field, each in a separate hole, side by side, just as Kofi had instructed. Days passed, and Cypress watered the seeds, tended to them, and kept an eye on them, eager to see which one would grow first. He often wondered which seed would thrive. At first, nothing much seemed to happen. The bright seed took a little longer to sprout, while the rough, dark seed began to show signs of life much sooner. It grew tall and strong in the early days, and Cypress was thrilled. But then, the dark seed began to wither. The leaves turned brown and fell, and despite his best efforts, it refused to grow any further. Frustrated, Cypress dug up the dark seed, convinced that something had gone wrong. But as he pulled it from the soil, he found that the roots had not properly developed, and the plant had not grown deep enough to withstand the sun's heat. Cypress then turned his attention to the bright seed. To his surprise, though it had taken longer to sprout, it was now flourishing. Its roots were deep in the soil, and its leaves spread wide, soaking in the sun's warmth. In time, it blossomed into a strong tree, with rich fruit hanging from its branches. Feeling a mix of awe and frustration, Cypress returned to Kofi, carrying the dark, withered seed in his hand. "Elder, I don't understand," he said. "The dark seed grew quickly, but it failed. The bright seed took longer, but it is now strong and bearing fruit. What does this mean?" Kofi smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Cypress, life is like these seeds. The dark seed represents quick success, things that come easily. When you rush, when you try to take shortcuts, the growth is shallow. It may look strong at first, but when challenges come, it cannot withstand them." He paused and pointed to the bright seed. "The bright seed, though it took time to grow, represents the path of patience, hard work, and perseverance. It took time to build its foundation, and through the slow process, it grew strong and resilient. The longer you work, the deeper your roots, and the greater the rewards." Cypress understood. He realized that life's challenges were not meant to be avoided or hurried through. Like the bright seed, success that is built on patience, steady effort, and wisdom would endure, even through difficult times. "The lesson, Cypress," Kofi continued, "is that true success is never instant. It requires perseverance, faith, and time. The road may be long, but it is through the journey that we become strong. Never rush to the end, Trust the process, for in time, the fruits of your labor will be sweet. From that day forward, Cyprus changed the way he approached life. He worked harder, more patiently, and with a deeper sense of purpose. And in time, like the bright seed, he too grew strong, facing each challenge with resilience and wisdom. The village, too, prospered. The people began to understand that life's rewards were not for those who sought shortcuts, but for those who embraced the journey and trusted the process. And Kofi's lessons continued to echo through the generations, a reminder that true strength lies in the patience to grow, even when the path seems long. The lesson: in life, success that is achieved quickly often lacks the foundation to endure. Like the bright seed, true success requires patience, hard work, and resilience. Trust the process, stay rooted in your values, and the rewards will come in time.